Do you want to explain what non-binding is, Mark?
So basically non-binding means you enter an agreement. The things that are binding are confidentiality and exclusivity generally. Everything else is non-binding, and then the parameters of a deal are in that document, such as pricing, earnouts, structures.
Where you can move to a binding agreement.
And so what that enables you to do is to spend money on a due diligence process where you check all the numbers, check taxation, check whatever you want to check in that business. And then you firm up your offer based on those due diligence findings. Now, I can. There's not even on a hand how many deals I changed from the non-binding stage to the binding stage, because you do a fair bit of work up front, and then you do your due diligence to confirm everything. But if you don't find anything like of a material nature, I was a big believer, I'll honour the non-binding document rather than use the due diligence as a process to change the deal.
Because most people do exactly what you've just described.
Well, I haven't had a lot of experience of that. And I've been on the buyer side, right? So I haven't sold many businesses compared to buying them, right? But I did have this one, and I'm not going to name any names, obviously, but I had one, and the board was really supportive of getting this deal. They knew him and whatnot. And so we put a non-binding offer to him, and he and his board agreed. And then we start doing our due diligence. And before we'd even finished our due diligence, he gives me a call. We have a chat, talking about different parameters of the due diligence and whatnot. And he starts saying, "Oh, look, when we get to the next stage, we're going to have to discuss this and discuss this." And it was all to do with the price and this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I said, "What are you talking about?"
That's already been discussed.
We're like, our offer is our offer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that's just to get things started. Like we've still got to do the real offer.
Oh, really?
I said, "No, it doesn't work like that, mate."
Yeah.
I said, "If I find something material in our due diligence that means that we have to change the offer, then that's our right to change the offer." But in my mind, if I don't find anything in due diligence, then the offer we've agreed upon is the offer that goes forward. So we don't use due diligence and waste my time and effort and money for you to think that's another stage of